Runners moving up. This is trial number 4. Field of 6. Auntie Rita scrambled behind the gates, now moving up. Will come out of barrier number 2. Call Me Benny will begin from the pole position. Set and away. Call Me Benny was slow to begin from the pole. Auntie Rita began fast, and also going with it was Heaven and Roll. So Heaven and Roll is going to take up the running here for the Michael Doltoff stable. And Heaven and Roll leads the way. Moving into second was Auntie Rita. Third was Call Me Benny as they leave the straight. Dynamite gets up in the 4th spot, then followed by Artie Flash, and last of all was Candlestick. They go down the back straight the first time, and the front runner, and taking up the running was Heaven and Roll, leading the way. Moving up stylishly now second was Dynamite. It's going to go up looking for the lead here, and Dynamite for John Keldo presses on, and Dynamite takes up the running. From in second spot now was Heaven and Roll, who was content to take the trail. In third placing came Auntie Rita, and fourth was Candlestick. Call Me Benny, who is here to qualify, is back last of all as we speak, or second last, and Artie Flash on its back. 48.3 was the lead time, and Dynamite leading the way. From Heaven and Roll, Auntie Rita, Candlestick, a gap then to Call Me Benny, and Artie Flash is last. They work to the top of the home straight with just over 1,200 metres to travel, and Dynamite leading the way for the Keldo team. In second spot was Heaven and Roll, third Auntie Rita, and fourth was Candlestick. About 10 metres away to Call Me Benny, who has really struggled to latch up on the back of Candlestick throughout, and last of all was Artie Flash. The 2-year-olds leave the straight, the 6 of them, and still the front runner is Dynamite leading the way. In second spot and sitting up nicely was Heaven and Roll. Third came Auntie Rita, and fourth was Candlestick. 12 metres away was Call Me Benny, who's just starting to struggle now and about to be passed by Artie Flash. 30.8 the second quarter, so 32.3 and 30.8, and they run along the back straight. Dynamite leading the way. From in second spot was Heaven and Roll, and third was Auntie Rita. Fourth, coming to the outside, was Candlestick starting to wind up. Then Artie Flash, and Call Me Benny just struggling out the back. They head past the 450, they're nearly at the 400 metre mark as they go past that point. 31-1 the third quarter, and Dynamite leads the way. Coming outside it now was Candlestick, put under pressure Heaven and Roll. Auntie Rita to the inside, and Artie Flash is running on from back in the field. Dynamite grabbed now by Candlestick, who reached the lead, and Candlestick drew 2 metres in front of Dynamite, who's trying to fight back. Then Artie Flash, Auntie Rita, and then came Heaven and Roll. But Candlestick, he's just going to salute. He just got there by a head on the line. 2 in second spot, Dynamite. Third was Auntie Rita, and fourth came Heaven and Roll. Artie Flash was fourth, and Auntie Rita, and it was in the placings there, and in a long gap then to Heaven and Roll, and back with it was Call Me Benny. 29.8 was the final quarter, mile rate of 23.9. 23.9 the mile rate, so the gross 252.5, 252.5 the gross, a mile rate of 238. Last mile 242, so the mile rate 239. Last mile 242, last half 60.9. 32.3, 30.8, 31.1 and 29.8. Numbers are 6, 4 and 1. Winner number 6, which was Candlestick. Second placing going to 4, Dynamite. Third number 1, Auntie Rita. Fourth number 3, Artie Flash. And fifth number 5 was Heaven and Roll. And one out the back was number 2, Call Me Benny. So 6, 4, 1, 3, 5, 2. 6, 4, 1, 3, 5, 2 the numbers. Gross 252.5, mile rate 239. Last mile 242, last half 60.9. 1 by 8 the margins, 1 by 8. 1 by 8 the margins, 6, 4, 1, 3 and 5. 6, 4, 1, 3 and 5.